The data from the Erie County Health Department, just released a few days ago, shows the climbing number of weekly positive cases over the past couple of weeks. Case totals for the most recent week jumped up to more than 500. With classrooms spread a really major concern now, how are schools getting ready for full-time in-person learning again? Tonight, 7 Eyewitness News reporter Hannah Buehler goes in-depth, talking with the superintendent about a reopening plan and a top doctor at UB about what needs to be done to keep everyone safe.
We've done our best. I think it's been good, but we can do a lot better by being in person.
Niagara Falls City School Superintendent Mark Laurie says his district is ready to bring students back to full-time in-person learning.
We're ready. We have a plan. Our plan would include bringing elementary students back first, along with our 12th graders.
Right now, many districts are using a hybrid model where students come to school part of the week and learn from home the other days. Laurie says in Niagara Falls, with 2 months of school left, it would be a phased approach to bring students back to full in-person learning, with some grades coming back in the building before others.
Virtual learning is going as well as it could be. Is it the best? I'd say absolutely not, especially in an elementary school, an elementary class like this. Our younger children have not had the learning opportunities that they would had they been in schools.
The CDC updated its school reopening guidelines last month that changes the 6-foot rule to 3 feet, giving more flexibility in the classroom. Laurie says his district plans to move furniture to accommodate.
So we would probably move these desks separate. We might have to move this table out of here.
But the state needs to approve any of these plans and announce in-person learning 5 days a week can resume, something Governor Cuomo says is not as easy as a quick change.
It's not as simple as you suggest. Some superintendents like it. Many superintendents don't like it. Some parents like it. Many parents don't like it. The reason it has taken time is it is very controversial.
If it's announced in-person learning can resume 5 days a week, Laurie says his district would still only have instruction 4 days because there's a built-in staff development day once a week. In the beginning of the school year, many districts gave students the opportunity to learn 100% virtually this year. Laurie says in his school district, that means about 28% of students would not be returning to the classroom under the 3 feet guidance, freeing up some space.
What would a good plan be in your medical opinion?
I think the two critical components of the plan would be universal mask usage at all times, with the one Achilles heel being during lunch, when by necessity masks have to be down.
Dr. Thomas Russo from the University at Buffalo says schools can safely bring students back. In addition to wearing masks all day, he says now that the weather is better, ventilating classrooms is key.
And some schools, have less than excellent ventilation. So as the weather's getting warmer, if we could open some windows in school to improve ventilation, particularly for some of these older buildings, that would also be ideal.
But COVID cases are on the rise in Erie County schools, according to the Erie County Health Department, with 196 cases reported already this week.
Well, I think that the majority of cases that we're seeing in schools right now is largely related to extracurricular activities. A lot of these sports that are indoors, such as hockey and basketball.
Russo also says children are not the major driver of the pandemic and COVID cases.
Now, students are currently separated by 12 feet for activities like music and phys ed. That would move to 6 feet of distance between students. And for congregated settings like eating lunch, I'm told by Laurie that would spread out all throughout the building. Maybe some students would even eat outside. Reporting live in the newsroom tonight, Hannah Buehler, 7 Eyewitness News.